as all of you and millions of Americans had their eyes glued to Malcolm Butler's interception that would seal the Patriots' dramatic win of the Super Bowl, I was shivering on a freezing cold New York bridge. As I wiped the frost off my glasses, my chest thumping with emotion, he pulled me closer and whispered, "Well, will you?" This got me out of my dazed stance as I repeated the most pivotal question of my life. As he repeated the most pivotal question of my life. "Matel, will you marry me?" "Yes. Yes, of course I will," I finally answered, shaking my head to zone my brain back into reality. My body shivering from the dusted snowflakes which had softly landed on my dark wool winter coat. We were standing on the Williamsburg Bridge, overlooking a most gorgeous city view, reflections of the lights softly mirrored over the water. Around me, he had lit lanterns, scattered flowers, and had sort out my absolute favorite chai tea cupcakes with pink gooey frosting with delicate chocolate hearts engraved atop. Yes, I would marry him, the love of my life, Judah as my own, mine. The moment I committed my life to Judah was the exact moment my life would change forever, in the very best possible way. There I was, 21 years young, living it up in Brooklyn, surrounded with friends. Having left home at a young age to attend school in a different state from my parents, I had always experienced a longing and deep loneliness. Essentially, I had been seeking my one consistent person. I was searching for my constant mate, my soulmate. Working 6 days a week to be able to pay rent, shop for groceries, and be able to buy a couple pairs of shoes when I could squeeze that in the budget. Life became pretty stressful at a pretty young age, but the stress had created a drive to keep trying to do more and kept my responsibilities in check. Even though life had its ups and downs, there were many laughs, fun nights, and wonderful moments and memories shared with friends. Having faith in God that things would always be good and that everything is for the best, this kept my attitude in check, most times. This proved true on a rainy Tuesday evening when my friend came over to me and told me that she knew of a wonderful guy who had heard about me and would like to meet me and go out on a date. After a bit of Facebook stalking and hearing some more, I gingerly agreed. At 7:30 on a Thursday evening, I had checked and rechecked my image in the mirror, adjusted my hair behind my ears, then readjusted the strands to their When the doorbell rang, I gave my hands a shake, my palms a wipe, and my neck an extra spritz of perfume. Took a deep breath and was headed out the door. On the other side of the door stood the most handsome man I had ever seen. That night began such a warm, close friendship that soon developed into something so much more than that. Something bigger than myself. This was the beginning of the rest of my life. Bowling turned into dinner, which led to a walk in the park and a trip up the Rockefeller Center. Together we wined and dined all through New York City, while my heart was about to burst with the strength of the new joy it contained, and now beat faster than ever before. Judah had been living in Florida at the time, and now duty had called for him to return to his life and responsibilities. He and I both made the commute as often as our budgets would allow, and each time we had to say goodbye, my heartstrings felt like they were being ripped out of my chest. Then, after our whirlwind romance of 6 months, we both just knew that this was the real deal. And so after a wonderful evening out at a boutique and overpriced restaurant, driving home with a comforting silence in the hum of the car, he kindly let me know that he was going to make me his wife one of these days. Needless to say, my inside voice was at full volume, having a dance party. However, I kept my cool and let him know that would be just fine. "So, will you?" he asked carefully once again. My mind, having rewatched our love story play out, came back into focus. Yes, I will marry you. And so began our incredible journey from this moment that changed my life forever.